So hi guys, an APS-C shooter and you want a very versatile lens, this is the lens you gotta get for yourself. This is a Sigma 18-50 F2.8 lens. This is a very versatile lens as you can see, and it's a very cute little small lens, but it's a zoom lens, so you can stretch it out like this and do whatever you want to feel like. So this one will give you a field of view of similar to a 27 to 75 range, focal range in a full frame lens. If you guys are still shooting with the kit lens on the A6400, I would say ditch that and get this one, because this is the most versatile. However, there is one caveat to it, but that is you can eventually overcome that particular part that I'll get back to at the end of the video. And for now, to start off with, it's a pretty small cute little lens. The zoom range and everything is pretty much good. I shoot all my vlogs, I shoot all kinds of client videos with this little lens, so I think it's a pretty good camera altogether. If you can see, this is how the lens looks like, and this is how it is. So I think this is a pretty good camera that you guys can always look for. Talking about this lens, as you can see, the Sony A6400, I'm rocking this lens on the Sony A6400, and this is a very minimalistic setup. If you see over here, it's a very small and handy device. Still, the camera itself is small, plus the lens is very small and compact, but a really powerful lens for an APS-C shooter. So this one has a constant aperture of 2.8, and you can take portraits, you can do landscape shoots, you can do food photography, and any kind of photography that you can do. This is an equivalent to an 85mm approximately, I would say, because the APS-C crop sensor has a 1.6 crop ratio as compared to the full frame one. With this lens, I'm not going to be going into much of the technicals, because there are many other videos that talk about the technical stuff. But here I'm going to be talking about the real life experience, the real time experience of me shooting with this lens. I have actually taken a lot of photos with it. You can see the samples right now. Getting back to the form factor, this is a pretty decent, a small compact lens, and the videos look pretty sharp, as you can see. Even if I talk about the low light scenarios, this lens performs pretty good, because it has got a constant aperture of 2.8, though it is not pretty that good as compared to the others, which are f1.4 or f1.8. But this one has one good quality, is it has got a really fast autofocus, and it can just get on to focusing on any of the objects quickly within the snap of time. So this is really good lens that I really feel like, if I had to put anything into the pocket, and eventually it can't go into the pocket, but this one really feels, if you're walking on the streets, definitely you're gonna feel like a pro, but the people around you will definitely not feel intimidated by it, because a lot of people do not like to be pictured or get on the camera. So you can eventually save yourselves from the from getting into that zone that people are looking at you. But eventually it can give good pictures out of it. I even shot a small promotional video for one of the bars, because it gives you the widest angle at the 18 millimeters, which is equal to 27 millimeters in the full frame, and you can also use it as a portrait lens. How cool is that, guys? Like, this one is literally the kit lens killer. I would say do not buy the kit lens. I mean, of course you can buy if you want to shell out a little more, like if you have the flexibility to shell out a little more money on it. The interesting fact about this lens is, okay, let me remove this. Yeah, the interesting fact about this lens is you can really get close to your subject at 18 millimeters. So it is equivalent to getting a macro shot. Like, this lens is incredible in that sense. What I'm talking about is, if I'm at this close distance, I can really focus onto the pen. You can see If you see, this is how close I am getting to this particular lens. As you can see the focus is getting pretty awesome. I don't know if you guys can see the screen, but the photo of this particular product is really amazing. And I have been using, I've not used it for a lot of macro shots, but this one can really give a different look into your portrait field side. And it does have a little bit of distortion at 18 millimeters. You will get a cushion punch kind of a distortion, which is easy to rectify in post production. Whichever software you're using, if you're using Lightroom, it's easy to do so. They do have a version that is over there, but I majorly use this lens for portraits, for food photography, and that's like my thing. But yeah, let's come to the one caveat that I found in this lens is this is not stabilized. There is no image stabilization, which can really make pretty hard at 50 millimeters while you are recording videos, because you're gonna get a lot of jitters into it. And even if you apply the post processing stabilization into it, might not be of great help, but it does the job for you. And it has got these lens, the rings are pretty soft, like you want to move it across and you just want to roll it out like this. So this is like, if you are pretty great at it, so this is what I'm talking about. And moving this lens is pretty smooth. I really love how Sigma has done a lot to this camera, because they have put in the quality inside. Like, this is a solid lens, guys. I know this is not metal, this is like some good, really high grade plastic that they have used, and it doesn't make your camera or the quality feel sad. Like, you're gonna rock into any of your clients and say, this is like the professional camera I use and this is a pretty good camera. I mean, this guy does a very good job. Sigma is producing really amazing lenses for the APS-C lineup, and I'm currently thinking of buying another lens from Sigma itself, which is an 85mm 1.4. I'm really quite confused, so if you guys can help me out with that, that'd be really helpful, because I am confused, because I really need a good portrait lens. I want to get close. I want that bokeh master kind of a lens that I can use it with my APS-C lens. But I've seen the 85 has, it'll get pretty tight when I try to shoot portraits, and I really have to stand far away from that. But however, that will be another topic. That'll be another video that I'll be making on this topic. But for now, I would say, if you guys are getting a new lens, or if you guys have just bought your APS-C camera, be it Fuji, be it Canon, be it anyone, you can definitely, hands down, without even thinking, you can go for this lens. This is not sponsored by Sigma, but this is my own personal experience that I'm talking about. So yes, you can ditch the kit lens and just get this lens, guys. This one comes at a pretty good price at $489, and you can eventually buy this lens instead of the kit lens, because this will give you a much more flexibility in shooting of the surf. And this was a small review that I wanted to share it with you guys. Thank you so much, and I hope I help you make some decision, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Tada.